Warren Buffett was born in 1930 in Omaha, Nebraska. He was the second of three children and the only son of Congressman Howard Buffett and Leila Stahl. He began his education at the Rose Hill Elementary School, but he then had to move to Washington, D.C. because his father was elected to the first of 4 terms in the United States Congress. As soon as he graduated from Woodrow Wilson High School in 1947, you can see a yearbook picture that reads, "Wike's Math, a future stockbroker." Dude already knew what he wanted to do in his life. After finishing high school and finding success with his side and entrepreneurial and investment ventures, Buffett wanted to skip college to go directly into business but was overruled by his father. Okay, now let's talk about the business side. Warren was pretty interested in business and invested at a pretty young age actually, and when he stumbled upon a book called 1000 Ways to Make $1,000 at the age of 7, he got addicted to it like it was some sort of a drug. His first business ventures were basically selling chewing gum, Coca-Cola, and weekly magazines door to door. When he was still in high school, he was making money by delivering newspapers, selling golf balls and stamps, detailing cars, and some other side hustles. And in 1945, Warren and his friend bought a used pinball machine for as little as $25, which is like $4.20 in today's money, and placed it in the local barbershop. Within a few months, they managed to own several pinball machines across 3 barbershops in Omaha. And then he sold this business to a war veteran for $1,200, which is around $20,000 nowadays. His father took interest in educating the young Warren, at one point taking him to visit the New York Stock Exchange when he was 10. Since he was getting interested into this world, spending his time in the customer's lounge of a regional stockbroker. In 1947, Buffett matriculated at the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. He would have preferred to focus on his business ventures, but enrolled due to being pressured by his father. He then transferred to the University of Nebraska, where at 19, he graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. After being rejected by Harvard Business School, Buffett enrolled at Columbia Business School of Columbia University. That's pretty long. Upon learning that Benjamin Graham taught there, he earned a Master of Science in Economics from Columbia in 1951. After graduating, Buffett attended the New York Institute of Finance. In 1951, Buffett discovered that Graham was on the board of Geico Insurance. Then he took a train to Washington, D.C. on a Saturday. He knocked on the door of Geico's headquarters until a janitor admitted him. There he met Lormer Davidson, Geico's vice president, and then the two discussed insurance business for hours and hours on end. Davidson would eventually become Buffett's lifelong friend. Buffett was married to Susan Buffett from 1977 until July 2004, the date that she tragically passed away. In 1957, Buffett established 3 investment partnerships and purchased a house in Omaha, and he met Charlie Munger. In 1962, Buffett became a millionaire. He later merged these into Berkshire Hathaway, into insurance, and in 1985, the last mills were sold. Buffett's first dividend was 10 cents in 1967, and in 1969, nice again, he liquidated the partnership, transferred assets to his partners, and began writing his now famous annual letters to the shareholders. Berkshire Hathaway bought a 12% stake in Salomon Inc. in 1987, making Buffett a director. Buffett bought the Coca-Cola Company stock in 1988, eventually purchasing up to 7% for $1.02 billion, a lucrative investment for Berkshire Hathaway even today. Buffett became a billionaire when Berkshire Hathaway began selling Class A shares on May 29, 1990, with the market closing at $7,175 a share. Buffett faced criticism during the 2007-2008 subprime mortgage crisis, claiming he allocated capital too early, leading to suboptimal deals. Berkshire Hathaway suffered 77% drop in earnings and mark-to-market losses in the third quarter of 2008. Buffett acquired 10% of Goldman Sachs' stock, and in 2008, Warren Buffett became the world's richest person with a net worth of $62 billion. In 2009, he regained the top spot, losing $25 billion over a 12-month period. The Federal Reserve approved Goldman Sachs to buy back Berkshire's preferred Goldman stock, which Buffett had been reluctant to sell due to its daily dividends, which is around $1.4 million every single day. Fast forward to June of 2021, Buffett criticized the economic impact of COVID-19, stating it increased inequality and negatively impacted small businesses. He warned of unpredictable markets and the economy into the post-pandemic recovery period, despite the Biden administration and Federal Reserve's plans.